Welcome, everybody. Super Speedway Kings Friday night fights coming at you here. Hope you had a great week. This is the best night of the whole week. You know it. It's Friday night. It's where we let it all hang out. We don't care what happens. There's no Karens in this league. We don't mind. It's bumping and grinding and pushing and shoving and door knocking. Oh, yeah. And smack talking. This is the fun part of it right here. Looking forward to it. These cats get too fast repairs. Keep that in the back of your head. Very important. We're going to go into that long and lengthy MaxSpeedTV anthem that gives you an opportunity to get whatever you need, something to drink or eat or whatever, get your butt back here. MaxSpeedTV, Bobby, all the freaking hobbies coming at you. Friday night fights. Right here.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the fray, you're the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the U.S. of A.
Yeah.
Traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the brave, and the home of the brave.
Welcome back, everybody. You see it right there. The caution instant replay. Kind of curious how many of them we're going to see tonight. We're going to find out here shortly. They're heading to the grid as we speak. And when they do, well, I'll be able to go through and screw up their last names like I do oh so well. There they are. Get a better picture of these cats, huh? Something far and wide. Something like that. That'll work. All right, let's get into it. Row number 1. Gary Jenkins in the 90. He's going to be your polecat tonight. The 25 beside him, Kevin Fries. Or Frice. One or the other. Whatever. Row number 2, the 88. Mr. Gabe Butler. The Snake. You know why he's the Snake? Because he'll come up and he'll bite you and you don't even know it. Watch out for that 88. He is tough. Beside him, Jimmy Crow. The 16. Row number 3 to 23, Sebastian Marin. The kid's never had a date in his life, and he doesn't need one. Why? Because he spends all of his time racing on iRacing, and he is tough to beat. So watch out for the young gun here. He can drive the wheels off these things. And of course, beside him, the number 8, Mr. Dude Conrad. Row number 4, Rick Seabrands. The number 36, Vincente Guerrero. As I call him, the little Italian stallion that could. Row 5, the 052, Joe Della Vecchia. Another Italian feller. The 71, Travis. I think it's Turnamir. If not, Tamari. Hell, I don't know. Travis T. Row 6, Cody Nagels. The 62, Les Levy. Row 7, the 81, Michael Russell. The number 5, Sean Macara. Row number 8, the 46, David Overstreet. Beside him, 4, Laven. Row 19, Donald Sadusky, the 01 of Seth Grover. I just had a glitch. Go back and make sure we're all right there. Tom Dixon's who I forgot. Had a glitch on him. Row 10, the 21, Tony Wright. And the 429, Mr. Paul Witt. Row 11, the 42, Jackson Kirtland, and the 20, Jimmy Reynolds. Did it again on me. What the heck? It doesn't like me. Row 12, the 510, Richard Sanchez, the 911, BK Anderson. Row 13, 9, Charles Johnson, the 212 of Rhett Cadoti. Row 14 to 40, Peter DeBorgia, and the 808 of Robert Beers. Row 15 to 51, Kenneth Mikesel, and the 65 of, I think it's Kenny. Oh my lord. We're going to call him KE. Row 16, 071, Eric Lowry, and the 088. I just plain out call him Stefan O. Row 17 to 41, Tracy Weaver in the 82, Robert Felzine. Row 18 to 14, Dave Bingle with 45, Todd Siebels. Row 19 to 55, the Van Halen man himself, Mr. Dean Wilkinson. Beside him in the 17, Robert E. Morrison. Row 20, the 101 of Randy Miter, and the 72 of Ray Vasquez. And row 21, last but not least, Josh Saeed. That's it. We got through it. We did it. You know how it works. 2 fast repairs. That's they're going to get tonight. 0. Only 2, no more, no less. And we're gonna need them tonight. Welcome everybody out in YouTube. You got anybody you want to say hello to, let me know. I will speak it out. You want me to tell them unhook the plow, the accelerator's on the right, whatever you want me to say, I will say it. I don't live by any of them. And if you likes it, we're going green, baby. SSK Friday Night Fights in your face. Trouble already in the back, and we don't even get 200 feet down the road. Isn't that just lovely? Now let's go back here. That happened so quick, I wasn't even ready for it. Good Lord Almighty. Let's see. They're already jabbing each other. See if we can find out where this mess happened at, huh? Somewhere back in this area here, I think. And there it was, the 429. I'm going to guess and probably say he might have either missed a shift. I'm thinking he missed a shift. I'm almost positive he missed a shift. Let me see. One more time. We'll get a little better look. We got plenty of time. There he is. Take a look. Going through the gears right here, and you see he ain't going anywhere. There it was, the smoke. And the flames coming out. I think he's missed a shift, and the 20 couldn't do anything but run him over. And it was definitely not the 20's fault. Mr. Paul Witt just somehow or another missed a shift and might have blew his motor. I'm not sure. But already, that autism car is getting beat all to pieces. First thing, 200 feet down the road. That is our first caution. If he disappears real quick right here, we're going to know that he blew his motor. No, he did not blow his motor. So he might have had a little technical rig difficulties. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Everybody else, I can guarantee, is probably not coming in. Joshua Medlock, how you doing? John Black, how are you doing, my friend? Oh, Lord, one of the bosses is in here watching me. Look out. Oh, I better play nicely tonight. Well, we managed to get 200 feet down the road before the first caution bit us. There's the 25 machine. He's going to be leading them down. Gary Jenkins there, number 2 spot, and Gabe Butler in the number 3. Nothing's changed. It didn't actually go long enough to change. So it's all the same. I might be able to get a chance to chat with Paul here if I can find him, and we'll have to ask him what happened. See if I can get him. How about you, Paul? Bobby in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, Bobby.
You kind of got a little chuckle in your voice. What happened? Did you lose your shifter?
No, I went to shift to third, and I shifted to first instead.
Oh, you're lucky you didn't blow the motor up.
Yeah, I did. I made it back around and got it fixed. So we'll see what happens.
All right.
I hate to do that. I'm thinking just getting the green flag lap, but I mean, I haven't done that in a long time.
Well, the good news is we went 200 laps before the first or 200 feet before the first caution.
I guess I got a record.
You might have the record on that one, Bub.
I'm sure there might be a whole lot of guys mad at me, so the Friday Night Fights is bringing it on.
Hey, that's what it's all about, baby. It's the Friday Night Fights. If you can't handle it, see ya. That's what we like.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy, we're going to watch you. Try to get that puppy back up there where you belong.
I'm going to give it a shot. Thanks,
all right,
Bobby.
All right, buddy. Making sure my buddy's okay, and he is. And that is Mr. Paul Witt. Started 20th. Now he's going to be all the way back to the 38th spot. It happens. I'm doing good, John. Thanks for asking. Right now we got about, I don't know, probably pretty near close to 3/8 of an inch of ice. It's sleet for the last couple of hours out here in Ohio. Rotten state. But anyway, we still have our cable and our electric and our internet and all that stuff, so I guess we can't complain. Alrighty. Green flag racing. We had 200 feet of it. Our first caution comes out. Guy missed the shift. I think these guys are ready to rock and roll again. The lights goes out on the pace car all the way around it, and we'll start it up one more time. Now, some of the guys I do want you to watch is... Let me see. Let me find him. There he is. He's coming in, and he's topping off already. A lot of these guys back here in the back, they got absolutely nothing to lose. They'll go ahead and take their 3 teaspoons full of fuel. You just never know. It could be a fuel strategy thing. I don't think so, but it's a possibility. But everybody back in the back is going to top it off. Hope everybody had a good week. This is Friday night. Let it go. You got 2 days without any headaches, hopefully. See the boys coming back around here. Kevin is going to lead him. He's going to be on the bottom. The 90 of Mr. Gary Jenkins will be up top. Your pushers is going to be Mr. Gabe Butler. And the one and only Mr. Jimmy Crow himself. He's got a different paint scheme out there. He kind of threw me for a loop there for a second. Take a look at that ride. I like. And it is sponsored by Fort Worth Screen Printing. We certainly appreciate that. And that's who's taking care and sponsoring our league tonight. SSK Friday Night Fights. This is where you let it all hang out. You don't care what you don't care about nothing, baby. If you hurt somebody's feelings, tough. If you can't handle it, go watch a Hallmark movie. The WWE of iRacing is tonight, where we just have a good time, talk a little smack, and let it all hang out. As we're getting ready to do it again. As your anorexic malnutrition diet drinking Ethiopian flagman stands there, if he likes what he sees, we are going to go green flagging, and he likes it, and we're going. Down in the rocket chair, same as is in your mama's arms, is going to be the 25 of Kevin Faris, I believe. If it's not, it is tonight. And then you got the 88 of Mr. Gabe Butler right there behind him doing the shoving. Bottom line's looking pretty stout right now. Dude Conrad up there running in third. Nice to see him. Already thinking 3 wide. Does not surprise me a bit. And the ones that usually hang 3 wide, well, it's going to be the Garuver brothers. And you can already see the 01 up there already. And I do believe that will be Seth. Take a peek. Yep, there he is. In the green machine. Bringing Mr. Donald Sadusky with him. And of course, let's not forget the 62. How can we ever forget him? What was I thinking? The one and only, the myth, the legend, Mr. Les Levy. And he always lets me know I'm number one. Boy, look at these guys start to bunch up on this top side right here. Getting real dicey. Now, you can't push your little heart out with these things. They're not like the trucks. If you breathe on them or sneeze, you end up spinning them. These guys right here, you can beat and bang pretty well with these cars, and they should be able to hang on to it. And that's why it's the Friday Night Fights. Everybody's going to come out of here with a bruised ego and a dented up car. Oh, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing some serious, and there it is. And we have got problems. Caution number 2 in our face. Let's see if we can find this one. Not quite sure where it started at. I can just hear him going at it. We'll slow it down. I think it was right up in this area, up in here. Somewhere up in here. Doggone it. It's really hard to get the right ones. Hell, there's what it was. Wow. The 808. That's going to be Robert. I don't know what happened to him. You watch him right here. At least I think you will. There he is. Watch him right here. See what happens. It just looks like he just kind of right turn collided. He's right there in the middle. You can see Les Levy staying right there. No issues, no problems. Everything's looking good. You know what? Let me speed it up a little bit here. Should be happening any minute now, I think. I didn't wind it back that far. Good Lord. There we go. I think he's gonna go up the track. Gonna make a liar out of me is what he's gonna do. There it is. He went up the track. So the 808 Robert is gonna have a seat in a bad boy trailer with Mr. Jimmy Crow when this night's over with. There's plenty of seats available. But man, he is gonna take out a lot of cars. I mean a lot. Michael Russell in the 81 going over and over and over. Wow. Number 9. He gonna be using, that's Charles Johnson. He gonna be using the fast repair for sure. And of course, Seth Grover is gonna be another one. Take a look at that. A lot of cars tore up, buddy. Caution number 2. And BK says they might have left, pretty sure he left some skid marks, not only on the track, but in his shorts. We're talking about the 911. So he must have felt that one pretty good. All the way out front. Your top 5 as of now. And take a look at that. Cadoti, Seabrands, Freeze, Butler. And someday I might actually learn this guy's name. I'm not sure. I might. Travis. Turnamere, I think. If not, it's got a nice ring to it. I like it. But that's going to be your top 5 right now. Your race summary. Oh, hang on to your shorts. Here it is. 68 laps to go. We've got 2 cautions already. 1 lead change. Those guys literally, they took me literally when I said Friday night fights, apparently. Now, I've been looking at Cody's paint scheme, but it is not coming out on my... For some reason why, I'm not getting it at all. I refreshed trading paints. I did everything, but I am just not seeing it. It's just a black car. That's all I'm getting. As you can see, it's just a black car. But apparently it's pretty neat, I bet. So the lights will be out on that puppy. We're going to try it again. The 808. Probably not going to get a vote for the most liked guy out here tonight yet so far. He definitely caused that one. Unintentional, but nevertheless he caused it. See, that's the thing about this in the iRacing and super speedway racing. Doesn't matter if it's an intentional, if it was an accident or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's still got people fired up. And you're allowed to. Why? Because it's Friday night fight night. Let her rip, Tater Chip. That's what we say. There was so many doob wipes in that winter and that thing, I couldn't even begin to even start. Rhett Coyote. The 212, he's going to be down on the bottom. And of course, Kevin will be up top in the 25 machine. Kevin's led 8 laps. Matter of fact, if you take a look right there, Kevin's led 8 in the 212. Rhett Coyote's led 2, and that's it. All about to change. As we're going to go green flagging. Now, I'm just curious. I'm kind of thinking if you get about 3 more cautions underneath your belt, maybe 4 more cautions, it's a good possibility that Mr. Jimmy Crow might have a stroke. He don't like cautions in his races. He really likes to try to have a very clean, fun race. But I always tell him, it's Friday night, man. It happens. All right, here we go. One more time. One of many, possibly. He likes what he sees. We're going to go green flagging, baby. And he likes it, and away we go. A 71, Travis. Turnermere, I think. Whatever it is, he's got a fast hot rod because he's leading that top line, and he's got that 5'10" of Richard Sanchez right there doing the pushing. And, of course, behind him, you got the one and only Mr. Jimmy Crow. Well, the top line's doing so well, he pushed the 71 right down into the rocket chair right in front of Kevin. "13 laps out of 77. The boys are starting to settle down a little bit. Maybe we can get us a little longer run going here. There will be plenty of 3 wide, possibly 4 wide before it's over. "17 kind of went way down in the bottom below that double yellow line, but he brings her back up. Trying to get a little 3 wide action going up here. But man, take a look. Nice and tight right here. Wow. I don't know if my ice situation out here is causing the internet to screw up, or some of these guys might be blinking on me when I'm on them. But right now, I guess we're okay. In the rocket chair, Travis. He's loving it. Some of the guys are talking about hanging out in the back and just letting these laps wind down. And that's your veterans talking. All the way back here. Mr. Dean Wilkinson. Mr. Todd Siebels. Peter DeBorgia. Mr. Sadusky. They know when it's time to start charging. They're hanging back and they're waiting and they're watching. Something happens, they got plenty of time to get out of the way. And perhaps save having to use a fast repair, because those puppies are like gold. I'm not sure why it's just black either. Tell you what, I really hope I don't lose my internet. iRacing or something's acting silly because it keeps glitching on us. Hopefully that'll stop. Cody Nagels. I don't know if we're having any problems like this with anybody else out there, but it's acting like they have a glitch or something. I don't know. But Cody's out here on the top line, and he's running pretty darn hard with the 23 right there, Sebastian Marin. Doing the pushing. Pushed him right into the middle in front of the 90 and Mr. Jenkins. Whoa, trouble back in the back. The 5's going around. Sean Makara's taking shots left and right. See if we can figure out why. There he is in the middle. We'll get rid of that. And let's see what's happening up here. You can see him moving around. The 17, I don't know, he's been running around all over, up and down in every which direction there. He might be celebrating his weekend a little early, I don't know. But he's definitely not holding the line very straight. But let's see what happens. Something happened right here somewhere. And there it is. The 17 comes right down and takes him right out. Plain and simple, period. Now, maybe he had a loose wheel or something of that nature. I don't know. But, oh, boy. Done a number, I know that. Another seat is going to be filled with a butt in the bad boy chair of the SSK trailer. Now, I'll tell you what. You say what you want. He either had a problem. He had to have had a problem. It just doesn't make sense. See, he's kind of maybe fiddling around trying to fix something in his rig, but he bounces right off the wall and he comes right down and takes the 5 right out. So, he might have been a hero at the beginning of the race, but he's a 0 now because he caused the last caution. There's some probably unhappy campers. Nagels. He's leading them. Are they all got to come into the pits? Probably. We'll see. They haven't really ran enough fuel out to even come to the pits, but they are coming. Every last one of them, and here they come. You know, you don't have to worry about green flag pit stops. Not right now, anyway. So nobody can run nobody over or turn anybody or do anything silly under caution, at least. I think the whole entire field's coming in. Who's coming out first, you ask? Well, that's pretty simple here. And it will be, watch him come. Mr. Sanchez is going to beat Mr. Nagels out. And right there he is. So it's going to be Sanchez, Nagels, Gabe Butler, Tony Wright, Gary Jenkins, Robert, Jimmy Crow, BK Anderson, Tracy Weaver, Paul Witt. He's worked his way up to the top 10 after missing a gear the first 200 feet of the green flag of the first lap of the race. So he has made it to the top 10 so far. Several more dude wipe winners, John. Now, if you're wondering who's had to use a fast repair already with only 19 laps into this bad boy, well, Mr. Nagels has had to use a fast repair. The 21 of Tony Wright's had to use a fast repair already. And Robert, the 808, he's really hurting because he's went 19 laps and he's used both of his fast repairs. So he better be grabbing some rabbit's feet, whatever, and rub the heck out of it. Because he's got a long way to go, and he cannot get into no trouble. Going down a little bit further, Paul Witt obviously had to use a fast repair. Rhett Cadoti, he's got one left he had to use. And Kenneth Mikesel, he's used 2 of them already as well, so he's in trouble. Mr. Sadusky had to use 1. Tom Dixon had to use 1. Jimmy Reynolds had to use 1 as well, along with Mr. Johnson. Good old-fashioned American name. And the 42, Jason Kirkland, he's another cat that's in trouble. He's had to use 2 of them as well. Mr. Les Levy's, he's also had to use 1. So look out. A lot of these cats. And I do believe Mr. Seth Grover, and you can see him coming in, getting some more work. He's already used 2 of his fast repairs, so he's kind of borrowed time with the rest of these cats. Appreciate everybody's out here YouTube watching. I certainly do on a Friday night. I know there's a lot of things you could be doing, but you're hanging out with MaxSpeedTV's Bobby with all the freaking hobbies. That's what my wife says. That's what I go by. With the SSK boys on Friday Night Fights. They get down and they get dirty. And they run hard. No Karens in this league. They would last 3 minutes. They would be butthurt in no time. A lot of these guys, good bunch of guys right here. They have a lot of fun together. They know it's a Friday night, fun night. They enjoy it. Again, for inquiry minds, in case you forgot, there's your top 5. I wish we could have seen that paint scheme on Cody Nagels, and for the life of me, I do not know why I don't have it. I got everybody else's, but I can't get his. Appreciate you guys hitting the like button out for these guys. They do run hard. They do like to put on a good show. You can see the crowd. They're all standing up with excitement. And here they come. One more time. Let's do it again. SSK Friday night. The 5'10", Richard Sanchez down on the bottom, trying to make it look easy. And John says we've got a blinker. That's not good. Oh, the 21's taking a little peek, or he's trying to cool it down, one or the other. You can get these things hot, and you can blow them up. Oh, the 808, he's got to go up 3 wide, and he is not going to have any help. Got to try to muscle it by himself if he can. Now he's going to get a little help. Mr. Jenkins in the 90 machine's coming. He's got to slide it back down into that middle. Sebastian Marin now is going to be behind the 90 of Jenkins. Going to see what he can do. Sanchez on the bottom, and he's got Jimmy Crow in tow. What do you know? Yeah, I know. Coming up through the middle, trying to make it happen, Captain. That's going to be the 21 of Tony Wright, and he's got Nagels right there pushing him. Mr. Paul Witt. He had trouble the first 200 feet off the start. And there he is, getting ready to battle for the lead up here. Will the sun play a factor? It might, just a little bit. Let's run around. This is Paul Witt, is who we're running with right now. He's in the middle. And I'll show you. You see that outside line trying to catch up with him. And they are slowly working their way. There's that inside line. Talk about camber. Take a look at the 71's front tire, that right front tire. That thing's pretty near laying over. The boys are getting a little bit jerky out there. You can see them going all over the place. You still got a long way to go. You look in the mirror and you see that 23 on your butt, you can smile from ear to ear because that guy can push. Paul Witt bringing it right up the middle, and he's got the 808 right there in tow, trying to get him up far enough to drop in front of Nagels into the rocking chair. He's not cleared him yet. Now he's cleared him now. He's got to drop right down in front of him. So Paul Witt, after missing a gear at the start of the race, went all the way back to the back. Here he is, right up front, leading the bad boy. Riding around with Mr. Tracy Weaver in 16th. This is what he gets to look at. Man, they are all over the place up there. Some of these guys celebrate early on a Friday night or what? Back in the back, 27th spot, Mr. Gabe Butler in the 88. We know what he's doing. He's just running around here, staying with the draft, biding his time, sharpening his teeth. We got something going on up front. Possibly a lead change, maybe. Jenkins has got it stuck out there. Has he got it far enough to drop down? Not yet. No, he does not. Whoa, the 808 decided to make it 3 wide almost, and Jenkins followed him up. Here comes Sebastian Marin. He's got the 36. That's Vicente Guerrero, or Vicente. However the heck you want to call it. I think it's Vicente, I believe. But he's got him in tow. Doing some good pushing right there. Trying to get that top line moving. Mr. Paul Witt keeping it on the bottom. You wouldn't get him off that spot if you had to, but guess what? They're about ready to pounce on a car like a fat lady on a banana split. I don't know who it is. I'm looking. Ha-ha! The 17, Robert Morrison, gets the heck out of the way. And that's a very smart move. Again, another blackout glitch. So it's either iRacing or it's my weather. I don't know which. I haven't heard anything from the drivers telling me they've been having problems. I'm just trying to hang on to the end of the race. It's not pretty outside. My suggestion to you is if you don't live in Ohio and you're thinking about visiting it, don't. Paul Witt hanging at the bottom of the rocket chair, loving every minute of it. And man, that 808, he is doing some pushing. Now, these cars aren't so bad. You can push these guys, and you don't have to be perfectly square like you do those trucks. You can be a little bit off the mark when you hit them. Well, the 88 comes up again, and he bounces off to 23. I tell you what, when this is over with, they need to take him in and check him for a .19. .19 is State Highway Patrol being you are drunk. Because he almost hit him again. I don't know, maybe Stevie Wonder's driving that ride. I don't know what his gear or his steering ratio is, but you might want to think about changing it. Because he's got his hands full. Jason Kirkland. Well, watch right in front in the 808 there. I'm imagining he's probably saying, dude, pick a lane. He's getting a little bit close there to the 23 once again. I'd imagine Sebastian's like, man, I got to get away from this guy. That's usually what you say when stuff like that happens, but you got nowhere really to go. Everybody is still playing fairly nicely. And you got a lot of guys hanging out in the back just riding around. They know better. I'm telling you what. If I was driving out there, I would get as far away as I can from that car. He may not have his steering ratio set right. He might be fighting the heck out of that. I don't know. Either that or he's celebrating his weekend a tad bit early. 429. Mr. Paul Witt's going to push Cody Nagels. He's going to take her right back up. He's going to lead this show on the bottom. He's got to jump up to that middle lane now. Kind of hoping that the 90 of Mr. Jenkins can give him a little push. So far, so good. They have gotten into a pretty decent rhythm. You never know, we might see our first green flag pit stops. And that's going to be a lot of fun. Trying to get something on that top line working. Sebastian Marin in the 23, him in the 36. Vincente Guerrero trying to get it done. And he got a little help with the 65 now. Whoever he is. I ain't about to try it. We're gonna call him the Kid. How's that? But anyway, he's up there. Well, now we got a turn. Jenkins' turn. Sebastian Marin goes end over end. And this is what we like to call the big one. That is not good. We'll try to figure out where, who, and what. Not quite sure. See if we can get a view up in this area. It's somewhere up here, I think. Oh, there it is. You seen it. And we'll get you a little closer view. Right here. There it was. He just caught him in the left rear and turned him, and that was the end of that tune. And man, you want to talk about going for a ride. The old 23 Sebastian Marin, I think for a minute there, he's going to go up and see Jesus. I'm not sure. Run it back. Let's ride with him. I'll find it, and we shall ride with him. Maybe. There he is. All right. This is Sebastian's point of view right here. It's going to happen quick. There he goes. Right over. End over end. Does a good job coming out of that and getting hold of it in control. So they'll be coming around to the pits. And everybody, it's going to be another, well, it's going to be a caution pit stop. Ran away for a second, but I came back. Had to talk to the league owner there. But we are under caution. Let's do a quick race summary. What do we got? We got 41 laps to go. 4 cautions so far. 18 lead changes, which that's pretty good. Actually, that's really impressive. All right, top 5. Oh, heck with it. Let's just go through them. We got time. Mr. Tom Dixon, a little bit of damage in the back of that. Let's see how bad. He's got a little bit of damage. That might hinder him a little bit. You might come in and get it fixed, and you might stay out. But let's see. He's used 1 fast repair already. So you might just hang out there and hang. Mr. Paul Witt's going to be second. Cody Nagels is third. Della Vecchia fourth. Fifth, Richard Sanchez. Tony Wright's going to be sixth. Tracy Weaver seventh. Eighth, Peter DeBorgia. Tracy Weaver. BK Anderson. There's Kevin. He's your polecat. Seth Grover, top 10. Now, the guys that's probably on pins and needles, well, that's going to be Tony Wright, 21. He's used all of his fast repairs. Seth Grover used all his fast repairs. Kenneth Meixels used his fast repairs up. He's got none left. David Overstreet, he's used all of his. He's got none left. Eric Lowry, he doesn't have any either. Michael Russell, living on borrowed time as well. He has no fast repairs. Rhett Cadoti has no fast repairs. And, of course, the 808 has no fast repairs and probably no friends. Lights out on the pace car. We're going to do it again. I don't think that damage on the 411 is really going to hinder too much as far as pushing. I hope. But you can see it sticking out. I don't know if it's going to actually show it with my... Nah, you can't actually see it with my camera. But it is sticking out there just a little bit. You can see that back end kind of smashed in there. That might be fun, trying to do a little bit of pushing. I'm sure Mr. Nagels is going to try it out. All right, Paul Witt's up top. Mr. Tom Dixon is on the bottom. Your pushers, Della Vecchia and Nagels. 38 laps out of the 77 in the books. The SSK Friday Night Fights, and believe you me, they are putting us on a show for the crazy wild night, that's for sure. Green flagging. And while we're green flagging, let's go ahead and do a little something I like to call crank the mother up. Always a fun little thing to do. Have fun doing it every time we crank it up. Way up on that top line at 25. Kevin doing his best. Got the 71 in tow of Travis. Might have him up there far enough to drop down, but I do believe, yep, he's going to drop down into the middle right in front of the 01 of Mr. Seth Grover. Nice to see Seth out here running, but he's also running on borrowed time along with the 21. No more fast repairs. So I'm going to assume they would absolutely love to get up here in the front and stay right there where they feel safe. Kevin, you said I did something that's pretty cool. Is it possible I did? Maybe. Because I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm flying by the seat of the pants. 3 wide once again. Third line trying to get something going. Mr. Della Vecchia leading the way. Now, I will have to say, and I'm a little shocked, I don't see the Groover, Karen Groover in here nowhere, but normally the other twin is out here racing in the O2 machine. And I don't see him tonight. Normally, you cannot separate the Groover brothers for nothing. Nagels doing some pushing there in the middle. Trying his best to get that 0-1 up there in front so he can drop down. Then it could be his turn to try to get it. Riding with Nagels. A little bit of damage on that left front, not too awful bad. Well, keep drinking out there, Kevin. Before you know it, I'll be the John Madden of iRacing broadcasting. How's that? Well, not the one now, but the one when before that was alive. As you can see, Nagels is doing the pushing, trying to get him up there. 3 wide, throw a blank over the first 20 cars, I think. They are tight. Karen, nice to see you. I do have to say, I'm a little confused. I do not see the other twin out here on the track. Hope everything's okay with him. Excuse me. 3 wide, as far as the eye can see here. Sean Macara in the 5. This is what he gets to look at. They are all around him. And he's stuck in the middle with you, or us. You can see Mr. Gabe Butler slowly working his way back up to the front. He's got his teeth sharp enough, and here he comes. Now that's the difference. Up front, trying to hang on. Now something happens up here, you're screwed. I mean, it's a 25% chance you're going to make it through it. That's why we have guys back in the back, like Mr. Dean Wilkinson, Mr. Siebels, Mr. Levy, Mr. Overstreet, Mr. Johnson. These guys are hanging back. They're staying right here with the pack, but they're hanging back far enough if something happens, they can make their evasive NASCAR maneuver, and it's going to save having to use the fast repair. Because I'm telling you, those puppies are like gold, especially towards the end of the race. I can guarantee you, some of these guys, if you're able to sell a fast repair to somebody that needs it, they'd be surprised what you could get for it. Kevin's still leading the show in the middle, Seth Grover, without his twin brother helping him. But right now, he's got Mr. Cody Nagels in tow. Cody trying to get him up there into the rocket chair, and he may have it cleared right now. I'm not sure. It is close. Looks like that bottom's going to come right back up charging, though. Patrick is at an all-night Frisbee tournament. That's why he's not out here. If he wants to try to throw a Frisbee out here in Ohio where I live, the thing would probably fall right out of the sky because it'd be frozen. BK Anderson, he's running a pretty clean race tonight. in the 911. A little bit of damage, maybe just a tad bit, not much. But he's doing a really good job. He hasn't had to use a fast repair. Working his way up. He started 24th. He's currently 8th. Now somebody, and I don't know who, there he is, the 411. He is going to come into the pits and get some work done on that machine. Mr. Tom Dixon, he's led 3 laps. Only 12 laps since the last time they've been in, and it's all under cautions. We still could see our first green flag pit stop. It's indoors. Awesome. Well, give a little shout out to Patrick, and hopefully he does well. Right now, his Trim Brother's doing pretty darn good. He's just got to keep the fenders on that bad boy for, well, a few more laps anyway. '29 precisely. But we've only had 4 cautions, 22 lead changes so far. Two cars by themselves up on that top line. DeVecchia, and he's got Jimmy Crow right there in tow with him, buddy. These two guys are trying to do something that the rest of the lines are doing, actually. And they got to get a little bit more help maybe up there. But they were actually staying right with them, kind of. As you can see, the 25 is going to drop right down in front of Ball Witt. Those guys are doing a good job up top for only 2 cars. I figure they've been falling like a rock right out of the sky, but they're not. BK says, I feel froggy. I'll join you. Let's go. Let's make it happen, Captain. Donald Sadusky's working his way up. And right there he is. Running the famous paint scheme of his late son that had passed away. I can only imagine what it's like every time he sees that car. But here he is. He's doing a great job. Mr. Sadusky is he's a great guy. A good person. And he loves his iRacing. And he's good. Keep an eye on him. He's all, excuse me, he's all the way up to the 11th spot. Now the 21, Tony Wright. He's being pushed. He's being pushed hard by Mr. Paul Witt. So Vecchia right now has got smiles from ear to ear because he's in the rocking chair. Riding with the 25. Now we got a little bit of lap traffic up there. Again. They look like a melting ice cream cone. And here comes the lips, the licking. You better get out of the way quick. Because they will, plain and simple, lick you off the track. John, I did crank it up. You missed it. Now, I don't drink, so I do know I cranked it up, didn't I? John, or didn't I get Kevin, Karen, somebody? I ain't dreaming, am I? Delabecchia hanging out on the bottom right there, and that 25, man. Kevin's doing a great job pushing for him. Seth has settled in nicely. Right there in third. And here comes some of the quick pit stops is what I call them. They got to do a splash and go, and here they come. Locking them up. Oh, the 81. He makes that all infamous oops coming into the pits. Gonna have to pick on him. That's Michael Russell. He decides to go out in the grass and have a picnic by himself, maybe. I don't know. But he's gonna pay for that dearly. Michael's already used 2 fast repairs, so he can't really afford to bang up his car any more than he has. And the rest of these cats are still running around out here. They're going to be coming in as well. Here comes some more. Let's see how they do. They do pretty good. They did. Whoa, maybe not. Oh, my. Dean Wilkinson goes all the way around. He gets a little help. Not sure who that was that done that. But he definitely got a little help. That's the problem with green flag pit stops. You never know. These 7 cars right here have yet to come in, and I'm assuming they're going to do it right now, maybe. Now, this might be a oops. Mr. Seth Grover's going to come in, and he's coming in by himself. So that's kind of going to suck for him, because he's not going to have much of any help or any kind of drafting partner or anything when he comes back out of here. Six guys have not been into the pits yet. And you're looking at them right here, and they'll probably be coming in with the next lap or two, I'd imagine, maybe. Heck, I don't know. But it is going to be a short one. They need just enough fuel to go to the end of this thing, with perhaps maybe a couple restarts. One's dropped off to go in, and the other ones are still running around. As of right now, there's your top 5. Paul Witt having some bad luck tonight. Missed a shift about 200 feet past the start-finish line at the beginning of the race. So he ended up having to use a fast repair real quick like. Work his way all the way up to the field, and here he is. Mr. Sadusky up there on that second line being pushed by the 65. Whoa, somebody just blew up. You heard it go boom right there. Got her too hot and she exploded. It's not a myth, folks. You can blow them up. You can get them hot. Those temperatures are just like any other car. They'll get hot on you. And you might have gambled a little bit too long on that. .36 goes a lap down. Mr. Vicente Guerrero. These guys might come in this time or no? Nope. They're staying out. Tony Wright, he's in. If I'm not mistaken, he might be the one that blew up. I think. Mr. Sadusky leading the show in the 19 machine. Now, in a perfect world, these guys have a great idea. They're going to run it till it just about burps. Because they'll be far enough ahead from everybody else, they're only going to have to deal with these 4 or 5 vehicles right here. Cars. But that is in a perfect world if we do not have a caution in 19 laps. You know as well as I do, we're going to have at least 2, maybe 3. But they are way out in front. And they got a pretty good lead. Because Della Vecchia is leading these boys down right now. And let's see if we can kind of get a bit of a feel where everybody's at. I'll try to anyway. They're getting ready to cross the finish line right there. Sadusky and them are getting ready to come around, if I'm not mistaken, turn 4. So they got almost a full lap. And here they come. The 65 decides to go out and have a picnic all by himself. You know, bring her back in. And he will lose a little time on that. Now these cats are coming all the way back around. So you was leading the thing, and now you're going to drop way back to the back because this pack is a moving. Sebastian Marin went for a ride. It wasn't by his fault by no means earlier. Here he is, battling for the lead. And there's Charles Johnson, right there in the middle doing the pushing. Gonna try to get him up there in front of Della Vecchia. And he'll drop down if he does. Jimmy Crow lurking on that top line. He's working it hard. Him and Cody Nagels. And the 25 of Kevin. $16 to go at the line. We got lap traffic up here. And they're probably screaming on the radio, get out of the way. So what's he do? He's going to go high and make it 4 wide. That's going to be interesting. Let's see if he can make it. He does. And he gets back in line in the bottom. I bet the boys' butts were puckering going around him, making it 4 wide there, huh? 15 to go at the line. Mr. Kennedy, how are you doing, my friend? Excuse me. Marin peeking out in the lead on that one a little bit. 0-1. Seth Grover, he's used both of his fast repairs up. He's got nothing left but what's on that car. He's got to keep the fenders on it to be in it to win it. And he knows he's as safe as in his mama's arms if he can just get up there and lead this bad boy. He would love to be where the 052 is right now. It's the safest spot on the track. Usually. Charles Johnson's got some help on that top line. Still not quite enough to get it muscled up there a little in front of the middle line anyway, but they're trying. Peter DeBorgia, he jumps right there in front of Sebastian Marin in the middle. And he says, hey, why don't you give me a push up here? And here they come. 13 to go this time by. Something else you want to be kind of careful of when you hug that bottom line, that double yellow line. You get those tires a little bit too far over that, it'll shoot you right straight up that track before you know what hit you. It's a bad thing about the super speedways. There's such a angle. Riding with Sebastian, you'll be able to see the angle of incline right here. It literally comes down to the flat on that yellow line. And that can make, well, it can make you have a bad day. Jimmy Crow has dropped back to the 14th spot. Now, remember that 88. He's sitting in the back, letting the laps wind down. It's go time. He's got his teeth sharp, and here he comes. The problem is he's stuck. He's got nowhere he can go. And that's where the problem lies. When you get down to about 5 to go, 4 to go, everybody is kind of stuck where they're at. Well, they're just not going to sit there and take it. They ain't going to like it. They're going to beat and bang your way and try to make an opening somehow. Try to do something. And that's what usually brings out the cautions. The determination to win. That's all it is. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and ride around where they're at. Gotta try to make something happen, Captain. Got to. You can see they're starting to move a little bit more now. A little bit more guys is up on that high line. Slowly working their way up. But I gotta tell you, I am impressed with Seth Grover because he's up there with no friends. Woo! The Vecchia went down to the double yellow. Gathered it back up. But Seth's running around here with no teammates. I don't believe any teammates anyway. His brother's not with him tonight, so he's doing it all kind of on his own. The young boy wonder, Sebastian Marin. 19 years old. Whoa, what a move by Mr. Johnson. All the way down, right to the rocking chair, baby. Now he says, Peter, push away. Peter says, now I'm going to go up to the middle. Let Sebastian try to push me past you. 9 to go this time. And that's exactly what the young gun did. Pushed Peter right back up in front of Johnson. He drops it right in front. Here comes that 25. He started second tonight, working his way up. He's got 16, Jimmy Crow right there in tow, pushing. Jimmy's got a little help back there in the back on the number 8 of Dude Conrad. And Dude's got a little bit of help too. And that's going to be from Gary Jenkins. So they are trying to get something going on that third line. 8 to go this time by. Are they going to play nice? Or are they going to start to get a little edgy? A little itchy, trigger finger. Trigger happy, whatever you want to call it. I say they're going to play nice for about probably 3-4 more laps. Karen, you better cross every single thing that you possibly can on your body. Because Seth is right here in the midst of it. That third line just can't seem to get nothing going up there. Can't get the muscle. Doing everything they can. It just depends what car has what setup, you know, to help out your line. This is not a fixed setup. Not everybody has the same setup. This is what they call an open setup. So every one of these drivers, they have their own setup. Sometimes that's good, especially if they're out front, and sometimes that is bad when they're out front. You get the right combination and look out. 25, Kevin's down on the bottom now. Excuse me. Five to go this time by when they cross the line. Gonna have to start thinking, what can I do? How can I advance? It got a little close and he backed out. As you can see, still not much help on that third line up there. You can see it, and you can't get it. And now we got ourselves a caution. Imagine that, would you? And it might be somewhere in this area right here. Way back into the back of the pack, mind you. And there it is. Wind that back just a tad bit. And it looks like that is going to be, I think. Oh, I can't find it. There he is. That might be Mr. Randy Miner. I don't know. Let me look here. The 65, Randy Miner is coming down, and the 65 might be coming up a tad bit all at the same time. A racing incident trying to go for the same piece of real estate. Not gonna work. And that's what's brought out this one. So, we're going to line them up. And we're going to do it again. Well, let's just see. Who can I chat with real quick? Nobody if I don't do what I'm supposed to do. There we go. How about you, Sebastian Bobby? You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got a copy.
I gotta tell you what, my friend. Pretty racy up there. Trying to get that third line. It just doesn't have the go-go, does it?
I think it does. It just you gotta time the run, and you gotta manage your temps and know where the run's coming from. Because as you saw, once they time it, it's gonna clear almost 2 cars. But yeah, it takes quite a bit to get it going.
Yeah, it seems like that third line just it's really been fighting hard to try to get something going right there. But well, we're all bunched up together again, so. Obviously, all the strategies are going to change, and maybe you can put this bad boy in the victory lane. You're getting pretty close. You're going to start out 4th.
Yeah, that's the plan. You know, got most of my teammates and friends up here, so we'll see. That's the plan, to try and put in victory lane.
Oh yeah, good. I agree. So I think everybody else is thinking the same thing. But let's just hope you can get her done. You got one fast repair I see you can play with, so that's a good thing. But I know I was watching you run around. You was running around beside that the 808 car, and I think I was sweating bullets for you because that poor fella, he had a hard time holding the line. He came up and bumped you a few times.
Yeah, he's usually not too bad. I don't know if he put the wrong setup in or he just wasn't feeling it tonight. But yeah, I was getting a little upset with him running side by side because I felt every time that I tried to get just a tiny bit close, I would get doored. But I mean,
It
hey,
happens.
yeah, things happen.
That's Super Speedway Racing. Hey, tell your pet parrot that I said hi.
My pet parrot, that's a new one.
Either that or get some WD-40 and
Oh,
squirt it on your chair.
that's not my chair, buddy. That's my Fanatec pedal, and it doesn't matter what I do with it. The
Really?
squeakiness always comes back.
You know, that's
So I don't
funny.
even bother
I have
with
the
it.
exact same problem, and it's my clutch is what does it.
No, mine's a throttle, so that's why you hear it so much.
Wow. Well, hey,
Yeah.
hopefully you can put it to the pedal. We won't hear a squeak anymore. That means you're running your way up to the front. Good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. The kid's fast. You want to watch him. Charles Johnson, he's another one. He's right there. He's in 6th. Real quick, we're going to go through them. There's Kevin. Jimmy Crow, 2nd. Peter DeBorgia, 3rd. Sebastian Marin, 4th. 5th, Charles Johnson. Seth Grover is 6th. Tracy Weaver, 7th. Duke Conrad, 8th. Gary Jenkins, 9th. Delavecchia is 10th. Todd Siebels is up to the 11th spot. It's go time. Who are the pushers going to be? Well, I'm going to tell you who they're going to be. Pretty simple. Peter DeBora and Sebastian Marin. Those are going to be your pushers starting right off. Now look, it happens. You can miss a gear. Just ask Paul Witt. He did at the beginning of the race. Make sure you change gears. Make sure you hit them all. Don't do a money shift or you'll be out. So it's a little nerve-wracking. I mean, you got to go through them gears. It's easy to hit the wrong one, blow it right up. SSK Friday Night Fights. It's been a pretty good one so far. Real quick race summary before they take off. There it is. 5 cautions, 38 lead changes. Not too shabby. And of course, you're watching it on the #1 broadcasting network in iRacing. Over 9,500 subscribers. MaxSpeedTV. Bobby with all the freaking hobbies coming at you. Hope you guys are ready to have a good weekend. You're starting it off right, hanging out with me tonight. All right, that ugly iRacing pace car is out of here. I'm going to keep it right here. 20 people watching, 10 likes. For the 10 that hit the like button, thank you. Appreciate it. For the other 10 that didn't, well, you know what I say. You suck. No, I'm joking. Please hit that like button for these guys because they're about ready to put on a good show right here. Green flag, and here we go. Right here, it's who could be the better pusher. You see them already breaking out, trying to go 3 wide. If they get enough momentum, they can get it up there. You can see that 23, Sebastian Marin. He's got his nose buried right there on Mr. Jimmy Crow. Everybody jiggle-jogging around, trying to get somewhere, trying to get something going. Final lap, white flag, here it is. Now, I've seen it where the first 6 or 7 cars take each other out, 8th, 9th, and 10th are running to win. Could it happen tonight? Whoa, Sebastian jumps right up in that 3rd lane and just about took the paint off Seth Gruber's car. Trouble back into the back. They're already wrecking. They're going to keep it going. No harm, no foul. Away we go. Who is going to win this bad boy? The 25 is out front. Peter DeBorgia is right behind him. They got anything for him? Johnson's right there. Coming to the line. Who's it gonna be? Bingo! It's gonna be the 25. Kevin Freese, I believe. Or Frice, hell, I don't know. I'll get it right when I talk to him. Peter DeBora comes in second. Third, Charles Johnson. Duke Conrad, fourth. Jimmy Crow, fifth. Todd Siebels, the sixth. Seth Grover will be seventh. Eighth, Sebastian Marin. Ninth, Tracy Weaver. 10, Richard Sanchez. But there's your winner, folks. In the Kellogg's machine. As he brings it around, let him get his Bernie burnout in before we go to a commercial, and we'll chat with these guys. And there he is. He's a happy camper, and he should be. He started second, and he wins it. Having a good night, he did. All right, you guys stick around. We're going to be right back. We'll talk to top three of these cats on the podium, see what they got to say about the race. MaxSpeedTV, SSK, Friday Night Fights. We will be right back after this message.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame.
Nice win, pal.
You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
Welcome back, everybody. SSK Friday Night Fights, and we did not disappoint you. Some good racing happening tonight. MaxSpeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies. Welcome to the top three of the podium right here. Good job. Mr. Johnson comes in third, by the way. I like that last name.
Yeah.
Congratulations, buddy.
Well, thank you. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys.
I'll tell you what, you was running on borrowed time there for quite a while in this race. You end up having to use 2 of your fast repairs that you had. And you know as well as I do, you get just a little bit nervous. You get that little twitch in your eye when you've used all your fast repairs up and, you know, you've got another 20, 30 laps left to go in the race.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure you noticed I dropped back a couple times when I got up front there. Just got nervous and went to the back. But, hey, it got down to the last 20 laps. It was time to go.
Yes, it was, and you did a great job doing it, too. Worked your way all the way up, battling for the lead. You come in third. Not too shabby. I'm sure you had a pretty good, fun night. You definitely look good. I saw you go back there in the back, and just like I told everybody in the broadcast, you know, you're back there doing that the veteran move is what I call it. You sit back there and you just let some laps wind down because you know you got to protect your ride because you've got no more fast repairs. But you did a heck of a job coming through there.
You bet, man. And I couldn't have done it without Kevin and Jimmy. They both helped push me up there, and Jimmy got me to third, and Kevin got me to the lead one time there. So big shout out to those two. And I do want to say appreciate Jimmy putting on the show every week. I try to get in here every chance I get because it's some fun racing.
You know what? It's fun racing, but I'm going to tell you, anything Jimmy Crow has his hands in, you got to be just as fast with your finger to push that mouse in order to be able to get into the race, because it's a battle just to make the top 40 or 42 or whatever, because so many people's wanting to get into his races and race, and there's a lot of them. They go home before they can't even get in.
Yeah, you got that right. It fills up quick.
Who do you want to thank?
I just want to say thank you to you and Jimmy, and again to Kevin for helping me get up there, man. I'm glad those guys got them a top 5 as well. Kevin got that win, so congratulations to Kevin as well. And appreciate all the fans coming out and watching us every week.
All right, my friend, good job. Relax. Have a good one. Have a safe weekend. Enjoy yourself. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
Yeah, man. Thanks,
All right, bye-bye. Next up, Peter.
How goes it, man?
It goes pretty good. Same thing with you. I mean, you were up there battling for quite a while, and I think you said, yeah, I don't think so. And you went back to the back, you rode around, you did the vetter move, you got some laps underneath your belt, wound down, and then you worked your way right back up to the front again, and here you are, second place, buddy.
Yeah, it really comes down to how well we nailed that green flag pit stop. We all timed it together. We came out in a perfect group of 5, like nose to tail, and me, Kevin, Sebastian, Joe, Gabe were just like bumper to bumper. And it really gave us a huge advantage in the rest of the field when they did their green flag stop. And, it's tough battling up there, but when you got enough friends and you can take over enough of the lines, you can usually dodge a lot of the carnage by being at the front of the field. And I was just lucky to be part of that group that did.
And you did very well. And you had a fast repair underneath the boot.
Yeah, we used one a little early. We almost dodged Rick. I was really trying to be careful to avoid the pit exit cone and got clipped in the bumper there, and then ran out of talent and brushed the wall, trying to avoid something in the middle lane when I was running in the third lane. And when I did that green flag stop, I was using the quick repair then. It wasn't even under caution. So that's how much we knew that pit stop would matter, that I needed to change a car right then and there. So, yeah, it's cool to have one of those in the pocket. I wish we had like a bonus point or something we could use on that.
I hear you. Well, hey, congratulations, buddy. Enjoy the weekend. Be safe, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks so much, man. And congrats to Kevin. He's one of the most humble guys to have on a team, who's always looking out for the big picture all the time and where all the guys are. So when last lap came around there and everyone started scattering and trying to find a spot, I saw Charles on the outside, and I was like, I'm staying glued to this 25. So I'm glad I could give him the win. And, one day maybe the favor will get returned, but he's sure saved my skin enough times that I wanted to repay the favor that way.
Well, that's awful nice of you, pal. Maybe he'll send you a box of chocolates for Valentine's Day. What do you think?
All right, I'll forward my address.
All right. Good luck. We'll talk to you. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, man.
All right, Kevin, you heard him. He stayed with you, buddy. You got the job done.
Yeah, that was just a very well executed team race right there. It was so much fun. Had a couple cautions, but that happens.
I thought you did a heck of a job. You were running up here up front. You started second. I mean, you just battling it out, pedal to the metal, foot to the floor, probably through the floorboard. But you doing a heck of a job tonight. I mean, not bad whatsoever. As a matter of fact, here's the funny thing. You didn't have to use a fast repair at all.
Nothing. Brought it home without a scratch, except for maybe the rear bumper at the end, but I'll take that.
Well, good job, my friend. Who do you want to thank?
Huge thanks to you for putting on the broadcast. Good to have you back.
Appreciate it.
Thanks to Jimmy. I know this is one of the more stressful things he has to do. And huge shout out to the drivers, especially who were running in that front group there after the pit stop, because that was some really tight, fun racing.
Jimmy, talk to your winner.
Oh, congratulations, Kevin. Always good racing with you. Good win. Man, enjoyed running up there with you in that third lane, and it was fun. I know we had a few cautions early. A couple guys that normally don't make mistakes made mistakes, but that's how the cookie crumbles. But we saved it with the last however many laps of that hard race, and that was some hard racing. And congratulations to you, Kevin, and all the guys we ran with, and everybody comes out and races. And Bobby, for doing the broadcast. I'm real competitive, so I'm just a little disappointed. I felt like I got a little hung out to dry, but it is what it is.
All right.
Thank you again to Jimmy and you, Bobby, and all our teammates. We did that pit stop was absolutely perfect, no matter what happened in that race. I mean, when you can hit a pit stop, your final pit stop, and come out the way we did, that's just means that you can seal the deal. It was
And the,
great.
and the funny part was, I think you only had what, maybe 2 green flag pit stops, and that was it. Everything else was under caution. So it's not like you got to practice it all race long.
No, that's basically a cold run. Just go do it.
Well, congratulations, buddy. You take care of yourself. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right,
Enjoy your
bud.
night.
Jimmy, not too awful bad, buddy. 5 cautions, 38
Yeah.
lead changes. Not too shabby.
Yeah. Like I said, we had, a couple guys that normally don't make mistakes, but and they all owned up to it. That's what happens. It was hard racing though, Bobby. Yeah, godly. You probably ain't never see me race like that. I decided to race tonight, and
Hey, baby,
I was up there racing with them, pushing guys to the front. Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it tonight.
it's Friday night fights, pal. That's what it's all about. Let it all hang out. No Karens. Don't care. Let her rip tater chip. And that's what it is. And that's what we did. And that's what we brought them. So congratulations on your run, bud. And you take care. Have a good weekend. And we'll see you Tuesday for the SSK Normal League Night.
Yes, sir, Bobby. Appreciate everything you do. MaxSpeedTV, all the fans, Mira, everybody. Hope she had a good birthday. And yeah, appreciate everybody watching. And thank you, Bobby, and all the drivers coming out and racing. Without them, there's nothing. So appreciate all the drivers. Thank you, Bobby.
You be safe and have a good weekend, buddy. Tell your wife I said hi.
I sure will.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, man. Couldn't ask for a better league owner, a nicer guy. I'm telling you, Jimmy Crow. God rest his dad. He passed away here a while back. Him and his dad used to put on every single day super speedway racing. I remember when I first got into iRacing several years ago, I learned how to run super speedways because they would have a race every single evening, 3, 4, 5 times every single evening. And that's how we learned. And hey, he just always gives back. He doesn't ask the drivers for 1 red cent. All the broadcasts and everything, when he pays me, it comes right out of his pocket, nobody else's. A stand-up guy, to say the least. Well, that's it. We're out of here. You guys take care of yourselves. Have a safe weekend and be safe. Now, look, this is 2022. Start out something new. Grab a loved one that you haven't in a while. Give them a big hug. Tell them you love them. You guys take care of yourselves and be safe. See ya.